I'm Kyle. I'm 31. I live in Seattle now. But this story starts back when I was 25 and still renting a one-bedroom with roaches and dreams in Phoenix. Back then, my best friend was Travis, 30 now, born and raised in LA, silver-tongued, surfer swagger, and the kind of guy who could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves. We met freshman year at ASU. He was the type who'd copy half your comp sci homework, but somehow charm the professor into bumping his grade anyway. Me? I was the quiet one. Like code, dogs, silence, and Red Bull. We clicked because opposites sometimes do. He talked, I built. Our junior year, after yet another miserable job fair, we joked about starting our own company. Something real, something lean. We dreamed big. Ideas flew like frisbees, most of them trash. But one stuck. A simple, elegant platform that matched freelance professionals with short-term gigs. Not based on resumes or years of BS experience, but on actual work history, live metrics, and completion quality. Travis loved the idea. He said it had disruptive potential. I said it just made sense. After graduation, we got day jobs, me at a mid-tier SaaS firm writing code that nobody would notice, and Travis doing growth strategy for a startup that eventually collapsed under its own buzzwords. But the idea never left us. Finally, in early 2020, we said screw it. We went all in. We named it Pair Up. I quit my job. He did too. We worked out of my tiny apartment. I built the back end, the algorithms, the entire infrastructure from scratch. Travis built the pitch decks, scheduled meetings, ran demos. Our agreement was verbal, but clear. 60-40th split. Me as CTO, him as CEO. Equal control. Trust-based. No need for contracts, he said. We're brothers. For 2 years, we grinded. I'd be up coding at 2 a.m. while Travis messaged potential investors on LinkedIn and tweeted out garbage like hustle harder. But to be fair, he brought clients. He got people in the door. By 2022, we had real revenue. Just north of $750,000. Clients loved us. The tech was solid. People were talking. A VC in San Francisco reached out for a Series A conversation. Travis offered to go solo for the pitch, said it would be easier, smoother, fewer cooks. I was knee-deep in feature rollout hell, so I agreed. Trusted him. You already know that was a mistake. He came back from that pitch energized, but vague. Said the VC wanted follow-ups, but we weren't quite ready. A few weeks later, our email domain broke. Then my GitHub credentials failed. Then the bank account password didn't work. Then I got an email from his lawyer. It said Travis had filed amended incorporation documents. Removed my name. Claimed I was a paid developer, not a co-founder. Alleged I'd been contracted to write code in exchange for a flat fee. The documents? Dated and filed with his cousin's law firm. Suddenly, I was locked out of the company I built. No access. No recourse. No equity. When I tried to confront him, he told me, over text, nothing personal, man. It's just business. You didn't play the long game. I spiraled. I stayed in my apartment for weeks, eating cold ramen and staring at my laptop like it owed me an explanation. Lawyers said I might win a case, but it would be long, brutal, and expensive, and Travis had already signed deals with a holding company that technically owned everything. If I sued, I'd just burn cash and time I didn't have. So I disappeared. But I didn't quit. I moved to Seattle, changed my number, took a job at a remote-first firm, and saved every dollar. And at night, I rebuilt the platform from scratch. I didn't copy the pair-up code. That would have been petty. I built something new, something better. I called it Contract IQ. Smarter, cleaner, faster. Same core idea. Data-driven matching for freelance professionals, but with layered trust scoring, auto-invoicing, and compliance auditing. I incorporated the right way this time. Lawyered up. Got contracts. Protected IP like it was oxygen. Year 1, $150,000 in revenue. Year 2, $1.1 million. By year 3, I had 12 employees, a WeWork office, and offers from 3 major VC firms. Then came the email from Travis. Subject line, hey, long time. He said he was looking to transition out of his current role and wanted to connect about opportunities at Contract IQ. I stared at the email for 5 minutes, wondering if he was trolling. Check LinkedIn. Turns out PairUp tanked. Their seed money burned out, clients churned, and someone posted a public thread about how the platform kept losing invoices and crashing mid-project. Classic Travis. Big pitch, no execution. Apparently, he'd gotten fired by his own board. So now, he wanted to work for me. I didn't respond. 2 months later, I bought the remains of PairUp's assets through an intermediary holding company. IP, trademarks, domain, all of it. Cost me $26,000. I set the website to redirect to Contract IQ with a big message that said, "Welcome to the future. Built by the original." Then, for fun, I scheduled an informal interview with Travis using a burner account. We met on Zoom. He showed up in a collared shirt, ready to sell himself like nothing had happened. I joined halfway through the call. No introduction needed. His face went white. I said, "Hi, Travis. Long time." He stammered through some lame apology, something about young mistakes and high pressure. I let him finish. Then I said, "There's no job, but there's a lesson here. Don't screw the guy who builds the house you're living in." I ended the call. He emailed twice after that. I ignored both. Now, I run a team of 30. Contract IQ just passed $5 million in annual revenue. We're profitable, growing, and my code still holds up. As for Travis, last I heard, he's doing consulting. Translation, unemployed. They say the best revenge is living well. I say the best revenge is putting the thief at the bottom of your org chart and never hiring them.